Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Pisces for the week of February 16th. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it started. And for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And of course the lovely comments. It is so nice to read them. I truly appreciate them. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to write them to me. Thank you. It definitely makes my week. And I do appreciate each and every one of you. And I would also like to wish each and every one of you out there a very happy Chinese New Year's this week. It is the year of the fire horse. Wow. All right. And the King of Cups. So sitting in your power. Sorry it's a little dark in here. I just shut the curtains because I couldn't see anything at all. So, the Knight of Cups. Sitting back, relaxing, looking at your kingdom, all that you've accomplished, what you want to do next. You know, just maintaining your own world right now. Resolving problems if any's arising. You're taking relationships to, you know, a much more understanding of who's doing what, where, and how around you. You're arranging a few things this week. You want things to work out much more easily. You know, there's time and effort put into this. You're taking on the fathership role in many things, and you're trusting your instincts here. You know, because you can see things very clearly, much more than people give you credit for. You may sit back or you seem like you're very much more quieter, but inside the wheels are turning all the time. You know, you're pulling out all the stops. There's some social events that you need to go to, and you're now questioning, do you want to participate? You quite enjoy company, but you just want to have your own time a little bit more right now. You know, not so much being the social. You just want a little more quiet. And the Knight of Rods. So yeah, moving forward on some sort of idea that you've got going. There's action. There's definitely a vacation coming up for you. Boy, there's a lot of vacations for many of the different ones out there. Wow. You know, the future's exciting. You have places you want to go and see. Some of you are doing this by vehicle. You know, it doesn't have to be of great distances, but something that you wanted to go and see in your own neighborhood that you've never been, that tourists come to see. You know, that sort of thing. But there's definitely adventures here. You really want to get started on this year. You know, you're learning to be yourself a little bit more, instead of always being what you think others are wanting of you. So you're definitely doing some things people wouldn't have expected of you or wanting to do. But you're also learning and have learned that before you do anything impulsively, that you give yourself that 3-minute count or 3-second count, whatever you want to call it, before you step into doing anything hastily, so that you don't have regrets. And that's my cat you're hearing in the background. And stepping out of the shadows. Yeah, you've been doubting yourself for a while in many things. Overthinking, overanalyzing. If I do this, this is the consequences of, you know, all those sort of things. And you're realizing that all that has cost you was to not allow yourself to try different things because of that. You know, what will people think of me sort of thing. And you're realizing that it doesn't matter. You don't want to be, put into that hold anymore. You want to experience, you want to do, you want to step out of the shadows of overthinking, over analyzing everything you do, and just begin to live again. Now, the Seven of Cups. You always have tons of stuff on the go. It's been my example with, I have many friends that are Pisces, and I truly love them to pieces. And they always have something on the go, or something they want to do, or something like that. But now you're realizing that this time there is a choice that needs to be made for yourself. No longer just thinking, worrying, analyzing, all those sort of things about it. It's time now that you make a choice in something, and pick one. Not helter-skelter all over the place. You're realizing that you need to concentrate on one thing at a time in order to quiet down your mind a little bit and feel more at ease and peaceful in your choices. Yeah, look at the calmness after that. Balance, contentment. Things are going along much smoother. You're feeling more empowered with yourself, your choices, your future. All of the above. Realizing things are really starting to balance out. You're not questioning so much of yourself or others around you. And the karma. Yes. You do so much unselfishly for others because that's who you are. And you enjoy doing that. You enjoy helping others endlessly. Even when you don't want to, you do. If you got a friend that isn't doing very well or whatever, you may say, I'm not doing that anymore. But they're always on your mind. So you're going to check on them. That sort of thing. Well, this is karma coming back for you. Or to you. In a good way. It's opening you back up. It's allowing you to have some dreams. Things are starting to go much smoother for yourself. And the universe is allowing this. It's bringing it to you because it's knowing you've earned this. And the Fool card. Look at the excitement, the new beginning. I like the Fool card for you because it reminds me of, like I said, so many people I have in my life that are Pisces. And yeah, they like to do things, new beginnings, excitement, travel, adventures. It's astounding. This is you taking that leap of blind faith again, trusting in your life and yourself, and you have that optimism back. Those opportunities are now presenting themselves because you have changed your mindset. And you're just willing to start fresh. You've done it before. You can do it again. And that's the cavalier attitude that you have and you bring to everything that you do. And the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you've worn yourself down. You've been stressing, worrying, trying to help, overthinking, overanalyzing. If I don't do this, this might happen. If I do that, this might happen. All those sort of stuff that you do to yourself, unfortunately. And it, wears you down. And now you're realizing you need to stop as best you can doing that to yourself. So we're feeling a little bit under the weather for many of you. And you're realizing that, you had time to reflect on many things in your life, choices and all that sort of stuff. And the only thing that has been slowing you down and being yourself is yourself. With intent that, everybody else around you may not accept that. But you've also come to the conclusion that it doesn't matter. You're finally allowing yourself to heal, get back on your feet, and be you. Sorry. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. They accept you. And the Knight of Pentacles. Well, looks like for many of us, there's definitely a trip coming in. I don't think it'll be of great distance, but it's going to be an enjoyable one. You know, taking a walk in nature, doing something that makes you just get to be you. Step out of all the mindset, over worrying, over stressing, and just concentrate on each foot hitting the ground as you walk through nature, looking at all the new growth coming in, you know, that sort of thing. You're just doing this because it helps you to unwind. Your finances are doing good. You've planted your seeds. Everything is right where it's supposed to be. And so are you. And the Four of Cups, yes. You may be a little bit bored. You know, wondering if this all this is. Should I not be more happy? You know, that sort of thing. But you're realizing that it's okay. It's just your time to slow it down just that little bit before you take the next couple steps. So you're doing a little bit of reflecting, asking yourself, do I have enough? Before you accept that next cup to start fresh and go again. Page of Cups. Yep. New romance. Good news coming in. There's definitely a thrill back in your step. You're feeling that spark of romance again. Now this could have been because somebody approached you, you know, and told you, like, I have had the biggest crush on you for forever. Or you to them. But there's somebody breaking the ice finally. Coming towards you with total intent of happiness and purity. And you can sense it. You can feel it in all its form. And your behavior changes. You almost like become a child again. You know, lighthearted, happiness, smile back on your face. You are marvel to behold when you're truly happy. And the Queen of Wands. Yeah, stepping forward. Looking at the different things in your life. You know, surveying your land. Everything's good. You know, management is really well. You're doing okay. You're in touch with yourself. You know, you're feeling that you can share a little bit more of yourself, what you're doing, things around you. And you're developing more in yourself that you can say what it is that you're wanting instead of always being the giver to other people's dreams. You're finally getting to be that way with yourself. Yeah. And the Knight of Cups. So yeah, there you go. Travel. Usually that's by boat. It's definitely here. Maybe perhaps some of you just live on an island or you want to go see one. You know, this is puppy love in its truest forms. You know, the knight in shining armor come to save the day. Somebody coming to help you, offer you help, assistance in something. You know, and you're feeling all right with that. You know, you're accepting it. Or perhaps this is you offering it to somebody else because that's who you are. You offer endlessly. It is just something else. But this is true, unexpected happiness coming in for you. And it is really going to give you back that spark in your life. And I like to see that. I got such a smile on my face right now for you. All right, I'm going to pick you one more tarot card. Yep, 5 of Cups. Yes. A little bit of regret, loss, you know, a little bit of memories of coulda, woulda, shouldas. You know, I picked a different path. We all have that, so And you realize that too. You're just spending a little bit of time reflecting, looking back, understanding that you need to move forward now. Let go of the past. You can't undo it, can't fix it, can't change it. You can only learn from it and move forward. And that's what you're doing here. You're setting yourself free. Because you know whatever this is done. And now it's not time for you to move forward on something new for yourself. All right. And your oracle card. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Beautiful. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you again next week. Bye for now.